Hello, my name is Evelyn. I'm 15 years old and I study in 4th official in the Spanish school Vicente Cañada Blanch in London. To me, climate change is a change, as the name says, that is now happening on Earth and that is going to affect us all in the future. My question for Susan is that although sometimes we receive messages alarming us about climate change and making us feel kind of guilty that we're not doing enough, or maybe we're not recycling enough, or we're buying too many plastics in the shops. But then there's other groups that say that you can't do anything as an individual, that it has to be as a collective, or that it has to be with the implication of companies or governments. And then there's sometimes a feeling that you don't really know where all your recycling is going, because you recycle, but then are they all taking it to the same place? Do they divide it? Do they treat it the way that they're meant to treat it? Sometimes it's complicated to understand, but after all these speculations and opinions from different people, sometimes I do wonder, like, what is actually happening? What is true? And do we actually have the power to make a difference or to stop climate change?
Hi, Evelyn. Thanks so much for your question because I truly love it. Do we have the power to stop climate change? My answer to your question is very clear. Absolutely, we do have the power to do it. But it is not an easy task, though. We need to realize that climate change is a global problem and it is a huge challenge for humanity, and it requires both individual and collective efforts in order to tackle this huge problem. So the good news is that we do have the technologies, we know how to do it, but that technology comes at a cost. So our role as scientists is to keep investigating, is to keep advancing innovation so we can drive that cost down. But we also need the society, and we also need you and your generations to tell the world that we can't just continue behaving in the way we have been doing it till now. So we need the societal will and the political will to make sure that we can all stop climate change.